All right, my fellow futures degens, what are you guys up to tonight? Who's shorting this? Carlos, you shorting this tonight? What's up, guys? Let's see who's in the house. Jesse James, first one. Renko Reina, second. Carlos, Nicholas Gomez, Kushal. What's up, people? We shorting this or what? So government shutdown and the market rallies? I traded this morning and I literally went back to bed and I wake up in the afternoon and we're at all-time highs. Carlos, so did you end up longing this morning? I'm assuming you took that long right at the open and walked out. Let's see who else is here. DYG, Rebby, Kushal, Harish. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight? Good evening, good evening. I hope everyone walked out into green today. I had some green this morning. And I ran for the hills. Carlos bought the dip all day long. It was awesome. Yeah, I got my quick win and bailed. Hey, looks like I missed the all-time high rally today. But it's all right. I was in the green, so it is what it is. All right, guys. Good evening. So I guess government shutdown. AI was right. Market rallied. Carlos buying this dip. Jesse James, hell of a day, smoked the market. Yeah, I saw your results. You had a killer day today, so nicely done, brother. All right, let's take a look at NQ. Took a little pullback and back up. Let's take a look at gold. What's gold doing? Gold is just kind of hovering up here, building a bull flag probably, and further upside. Look at this. How perfect is that 38.90? I've never seen something like this. Look at that. It's like the brick wall of China right there. Carlos buying the dip. All right, guys. Good evening. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's start with NQ. So let's go back to NQ. NQ was in a ascending channel for most of the... All right, starting to get out of that channel. Let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? Gold starting to take a tank. I'm shorting both. Short them both. Julian, what's up, brother? All right, Jesse James. I was going to ask you if you can give us those numbers. All right, ticks per minute. NQ 15 ticks. So what are we looking at here? 15 times 5, 75 bucks. Gold 8 ticks per minute. And what is that? 20, about 160 bucks. BTC, can't trade it, don't care. But I appreciate you. 12 ticks per minute. And everything else 2 to 4. All right, so gold as usual moving tonight. That's where the money's at. 8 ticks on gold is, what is it? You guys know the math. I can't add today. $25. Oh, that's 25 a tick on gold, right? Isn't it? Yeah, it's 25 bucks a tick. So 8 times 25, 200 bucks on gold per minute. And NQ, 15 times 5, 75 bucks. All right. So the money's at gold again, as usual. All right, so we do have a little pattern on NQ that it broke out of, right? Jesse James, 16 now, telling us on NQ. All right, gold starting to take a pullback. Let's take a look at NQ. NQ took a pullback and now back in rally mode. All right, let's hop on to NQ. All right, so NQ tried to get out of that channel, coming back into that channel. House account is available tonight. House account, let's take a look at what the house account is up to. House account is up $1,300. Open for trading tonight. And back to NQ. All right, let's go to Happy Kids. I hate gold. Move so fast and you lose so fast. Yeah, gold, if you're in the wrong direction, get out quickly or you will pay. You will pay with gold for sure. All right, NQ. So you guys are thinking long this to the moon. I'm thinking, let's fade this. Getting tired. Did a lot of work today. Needs to calm down. Harish, JC, do you use Replicanto, right? I do not use Replicanto. I use Tradesyncer. Tradesyncer is cloud web-based trade copier for unlimited rhythmic and unlimited Tradeify. So Tradesyncer for me. If you have questions on Replicanto, Jesse James is the man for you. Does it have a feature to set up max contracts trade feature? If I take more than 5, it should restrict it. Is it possible? Again, the person for you on that is Jesse James. All right, Jesse James taking a house trade, market into NQ, 3 minis long. All right, so let's hop on to the house account. Courtesy of Jesse James, market into NQ, 3 minis. You guys are long in this. I want to short this. All right. Market, so you want 3 minis, market, that's pretty easy, done deal. All right, stop at 60, so you got 3 right there, 60, and your target is 75. There you go. You're all set. All right, so we got a house account in a trade courtesy of Jesse James with a market order at 66, targeting 75. 10 points. All right, good evening, guys. So how did everybody do today with this all-time highs play? Did you guys just long NQ to infinity today? All right, house account is currently in a little trade here. All right, what's a gold up to? Gold is gold had the weirdest pattern. Gold is locked right here. Look at this. Never seen that. Look at the T. Watch the breakout just blow through that. All right, let's see what NQ wants to do. NQ trying to stair step its way up. Not going up or down. Carlos, cutting it. Small little trade there. All right, brother. And Q popping. Looks like Jesse's going to make the house count some money tonight. And slow moving. Everything's moving slow. Everything's moving slow. Oh, gold. My gold. What's gold doing now? Gold tanking? Gold playing this little range, that little bull flag here. Bull flag or consolidation for a pullback? All right. Gold is also coming back down. I've never seen something like this before. Look at this. Look at those algos to the T. Not letting it go. All right, back to the house account. NQ pumping. Glitch in the matrix on gold. That's funny. All right, looking like Jesse getting his 10 points there. Carlos, have you ever in your life seen a market so bullish? The last 3 months, the first day of the month has been the low. Yeah, it's been crazy the last couple of days. I got to be honest with you. Government shuts down and the market rallies. Who would have thought? Well, AI did say that last night, right? AI did say that the market was going to rally. But that's insanely bullish. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. All right, the house account is a couple points away from some real money there. And nicely done, Jesse. Jesse with $500 for the house account. Look at you, brother. All right, NQ to the moon. That was a nice play, Jesse. And NQ is about to take off. This market is insanely bullish, man. Close your eyes and buy. Ooh, look at that pullback. Nice out. Cooper, today was pure buy programs, common for the beginning of the quarter. That was insane move to the upside, though. Oh man, NQ. Nice. Look at this. This is insane. I guess we're gonna see 26,000 tonight, huh? Jesse, can we talk about more all-time highs being hit during Asia session again and again? Yeah, for the last what, month? Then the bulls, then the New York session flushes it, and then New York sets a new all-time high during the New York session. Crazy. But Asia has been setting all-time highs for quite some time now. Carlos, another red candle, and I'm buying. NQ stair stepping and mess with NQ right now. I'll wait for another pullback before I hop on a long. And gold just hovering in a bull flag. Gold is getting ready to push up too. Oh, let me kill your stop. Got. There we go. All right, let's see where this pullback on NQ. Guess we're gonna hop along tonight. I guess we're going to 26,000 tonight, huh? Wow. Who cares about government shutdown? The market is just rallying. Let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? Gold is starting to push too. Gold is coming to that wall of China now and about to break out. John Berger and let's go. The overnight session has more movement than New York. Jesse James looking for 64 on that pullback right below the 20 SMA. Carlos caught that perf. Ooh, look at that. All right, so I guess 2 contracts is the way to go tonight. Ooh, gold just exploded. Gold just exploded out of that wall of China. All right, market's ripping tonight. Wow. It's a big rip on gold right now. Carlos, every dip is a buy. Hooper in the house. What's up, brother? Jesse, so we're back to, yeah, gold and NQ seem to be in sync lately. Come on. All right, here comes the pullback on NQ. See how far this pullback comes. I'll probably hop on along as well. Ooh, gold coming all the way back down. NQ coming down 10 points. I don't like that, the way it came down. All right. Short it all. Short it all. That's it. Coming down. All right, Jesse's in this long at 64. I'm going to wait for a wider pullback on this. See if they continue that channel. They're staying in the channel, so as long as they continue in the channel, those longs are good. NQ. Gold taking a pullback. Gold right back down to the 200 SMA. Market's kind of finicky. Oh, I keep doing this. All right, looks like my gold short now is making some money. As far as this gold is going to go, I'm going to exit at the. Where's my screen on gold? Hold on, guys. I'm in a trade, but you guys can't see it. Hi. Wrong setup here. Screen are you guys seeing? Hold on. All right, gold coming to that 200 SMA and attempting to bounce again. What's NQ up to? NQ starting to flush too. All right, let me see why my chart is not showing up here, guys. You guys are only seeing the chat account. I can't just see my charts. All right, gold coming to that 200 SMA and bouncing. NQ looking for a stronger pullback. LG, are we rich? LG, welcome to the stream. All right, is that the pullback on NQ? No, it's still got, I think there's more to that pullback. I'll wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait a little bit on NQ. Jesse, are your bulls screaming at you on those shark fins? Bear is in control for now. I think there's I'm gonna wait for the 5-minute to reset. See if they can get below the 20 SMA on the 5-minute. Not then, yeah, bulls are gonna continue to push. They're right here at the 20 SMA. Haven't really flushed below it. I think there's more downside. VWAP is at 40. I'll get interested maybe around 40, 42. I'll attempt the long here on NQ. We'll pull back down there. The MR15, did you ditch QT? No, Quantower is my charts are on Quantower, and the house account is on Tradeify. So I still like my Quantower right here. But for some reason, it's pulling the wrong account on Quantower. All right, NQ. I'm looking for that 200 SMA. I'll get interested down here. VWAP. Around the VWAP area, 200 SMA 40. If we get it, see what happens down there. Go back to house account. All right, the house account is open, guys. Jesse James already took a nice winning trade on it. Teaspoon. Here we go. Here we go. There's Jesse's win on the house account for 500 bucks already. Jesse James, hold on. All right, Mark, I'm assuming you want one long on the house account. How many minis? All right, we're marketing in on the house account. Target 80. Damn. Big one. And your stop is 50. All right, there you go, sir. While that's going on, let me see what's going on with my accounts here. I can't show my charts for some reason. Carlos, is anybody short here? Yes, I'm short NQ right now since 64. I'm looking for VWAP, but I'm trailing it. For some reason, I can't show my damn charts right now. See if we get that VWAP touch on NQ down to 40. You got 200 SMA around that area too. Otherwise, they bounce it kind of like where Jesse's entry's at. All right, watching NQ. Are they going to get the pullback to 40 for VWAP touch? Gold just took off. Damn. Anybody in that long on gold on the oh man, the 200 SMA touch. God damn it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right, NQ taking a pullback, but I think that's it. I think Jesse's long is good here. I'm closing my short here. Gold is doing some nasty. NQ finding a little base here. And I'm watching gold here. Gold, I'm about to close this too. Wow, I just took that short on gold. I just took that damn short. How do I show you guys my gold? What the why isn't this working today? Here we go. Hold on, guys. All right, how's that short on NQ doing? Gold coming back to that 200 SMA. Why is it not showing a chart here? Technical difficulties tonight. All right, house account currently in a short. I'm having some difficulties here with Quantower. Give me a sec, guys. All right, do you guys see my gold trade yet or no? You don't. Shit. What if I switch this to red? There we go. All right, here's my gold trade. About to exit another one. I'm not liking this flush here. God damn it. I'm down. Shorted up here. Got one left. Two left. It's starting to come back down on me. Come back down. Come back down. All right, how's the house account doing? House account. I need gold to come back down. DYG, I'm short with you at 90.1. Yeah, I entered at 93 on that short, but I'd like to get a little bit more on this. Let's take a look at this gold trade, but need gold to cooperate here and come back down. Okay, here we go. All right, now I think I got my account. Here we go. All right, I think I'm going to set another one right here. Sell one there, and then we'll wait for, see if we can get a VWAP touch at 87. Come on, gold, behave. 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 Come on. Can't antsy. I might have to close one. I'd have to close one. Oh, don't do this gold. God damn it. Come on. All right. Come on. God damn it. All right, I'm going to have to close another one. House account. Oh, house account is getting close to getting stopped out. Let's go take a look at the house account so I can get my mind off of gold. Gold. Playing me dirty. I was looking for a big win there. Gold is not cooperating here. Come on, gold. Come on back down. Structure. How many monitors? I have 3. With the streaming, I need one specifically for the streaming, so makes a little crazy here sometimes. I gotta find an easier way. All right, gold coming back down. Here we go. Come on, gold. Let's go. You know you want this. All right, the house account. Which screen are we looking at here? House account is live. Didn't get stopped out. And we're watching for gold to continue on down and not helping me out here. Might have to get out of this trade with a win, but not the win I was looking for. Carlos, we should go up now on NQ. Well, Q potentially might have a, what's it called? VWAP touch. $40 would be VWAP touch if they can get down there. I need NQ. I need gold to push down. I don't want to give up this position. Chris Noof in the house. Chris Noof in the house. What's up, brother? We're watching, I don't know. Market seems to be taking a little pullback here. Both gold and NQ taking a pullback. All right, house account is still in a trade. It's getting close to a stop. I'm in a gold short that doesn't want to cooperate with me. And I may have to close it pretty soon. I was hoping for a stronger push down, but it's not helping me out here. 386. VWAP is at 386. But gold does not want to flush below 388 right now. 388 is holding. All right, come on. Come on. All right, gold. Here we go. I'm going to let go of another one here. I don't want to risk this. All right. Oh, shit. Did I just add to that? No, I wanted to freaking... All right, let me close the whole thing. I just screwed up. I added to that by accident. So I just closed it. When you add to something by accident, I've learned my lesson. Just close the whole thing. All right, took that short from 93 down here to 88. I was going to close one and leave one running, but screwed up. That's my That's my rule. If I start screwing up on entries and exits, just close the whole thing. All right, so I'm up there. Let's take a look at the house account now. John, waiting for news. I don't know, man. Man, I'm so upset. I had this nice little gold short, and I got confused on the... I had 2 contracts left. I wanted to exit one. Let's see how it plays out. Maybe it's destiny helping me out. My plan was to close one here and target, leave the other runner to the 200 SMA or VWAP down there as well. I accidentally added. I got pissed, so I closed everything here. Let's see what would have happened. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I did that last time. I think it was on the live stream. I accidentally added to a position that I was trying to close, and I ended up taking a big loss. So I'll take this short from here. What is it? 90, 93 down to 88 with 3 minis up. So top back to the house account. Maybe that was the right thing. Maybe destiny's in my favor and wanted me to close the whole thing. All right, Carlos Moon, NQ. Let's take a look at NQ. Okay, so the house account is still in a trade with Jesse. I'm looking for a long down here on NQ. Let's see if we can get VWAP touch would be at 42. Somewhere around the 200 SMA. The 200 SMA is creeping up. I'll hop on a long. Why not? Man, I'm so upset with gold. I gotta let that one go. Gotta let that one. All right, house account trade idea long 5 MGC. Let's take a look at MGC on the house account. MGCZ. GCZ5. Let's count. John, that trade is over. Yeah, man, you know, sometimes I need you guys to tell me that. Move the F on, stop whining about it, and move on to the next one. Thanks, John. Sometimes you do need that and get caught in messed up. That's what it is. All right. House account. Long 5 MGC. Let's snap out of this. 5 MGC at market, and you want me to long them. All right, let's long those micros right now. Boom. You want a stop at 38.76. $38.76. That's your stop. All right. And you are targeting 39.20. Brother, you're going to the moon. God damn. 39.20. All right. And we're going to sell up there. That's your play. I think gold, let's take a look at NQ. The trade on NQ is still alive. My trade looks like it was the best thing. Gold ni modo. Chris Noof, where do you come up with this stuff, ni modo? Now that is that's a saying that not many people even in the Latin community know about. That's a good one, Chris. Ni modo. That's funny. Zach, NQ long 55. I think it's good to wait for lower 80s at least. I'm going to wait for 40. Maybe hop on a long on NQ. Unless it's starting. Well, where's the pivot point? Pivot point's at 25. Does it really want that pivot point all the way back down? Lower 80s in gold. I gotta let gold go, man. I had a beautiful entry. Tried to scale out with one contract. Ended up adding, and then I closed the entire position. I had a beautiful 93 short entry that I should have kept as a runner, but as John says, dude, let it go. Stop whining. Let it go. But we got some green. It's just there was a lot of green on that. Oh well. Oh well. All right, house account still alive, still alive. Oh, look at gold. Look at effing gold. What I would have made. Let's take a look at gold. So this was my short, my entry. Should have held the runner. Plan was to close down here with one more. Ended up adding here by accident. Still walked out in the green. Still some nice green. What am I up? 800 bucks. But I think there's more to it. But enough whining about gold. That's my last comment on my BS trade there. Let's go back here. Chris Noof, I'm Irish. Hey, I'm Irish by my dad, Italian by my mother, and Germany by my stepfather. All right, brother. Well, you're a good guy. That's all that counts. You're a hard-working good guy, and in my book, I don't care where you're from, brother. Hard-working good guy means a lot more than most people out there in this world. WF, I posted in your Discord earlier, and I just landed at this YouTube right now. Apparently, this is live, and you are trading Asia right now. Very cool. I'll just follow along and listen for a while. WF, all right, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we do this Monday through Thursday, 9:15, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and I also trade New York, 9:15 a.m. Market's at a standstill. Well, looks like Jesse James' trade is starting to pick up some steam. All right, guys, in the meantime, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. A little bit of emotional trading here today. Part of the game. Oh, gold, gold, gold. You know what? Part of me wants gold to rip right here. But it is what it is. Zen25, want to see NQ get to 70s. Carlos, we are long right here. Okay, Carlos is entering along here. Jesse, I think I applied your advice. Remember the last time that I accidentally added when I was trying to close a position and that went really bad? I did it immediately today. I closed everything. Everything. Part of the game, man. When you start making mistakes like that, adding when you're trying to close, that can snowball into tilt behavior. So. All right, let's watch this long on courtesy of Mr. Jesse James. Coming back in the green there. Got a little bit of scare there on a stop, but so far, confidently moving up. Structure, I'm waiting for NQ to break the 56. I'm waiting for NQ 40 to long. But if I miss it, I miss it. Moshin El Usri. I don't think I could pronounce that right, but welcome to the stream. The original Jeff, you're short on NQ? All right. Mr. Structure looking at 56, and he's waiting for 56 to break for the long. So I think you are in. So I think you're in position now, Structure, right? Carlos, short had been working, but this is bullish now. I agree. I think that long on NQ is solid right now. I'm just going to give myself a little break. They're screwing up. Screwing up in the green, but still not acceptable. Can't add when you're trying to close. Moonshine calling 3,900. I'm assuming you're talking about Goldilocks. Okay, Goldilocks going to the moon now. All right, so maybe it was the right thing to close. Maybe we weren't going to get that push down. Maybe. Let's let that one go. All right, in the meantime, guys, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. More importantly, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post content. We do this Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, more like 9:30 lately. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And for those of you that trade New York, 9:15 a.m. Eastern for Nasty NASDAQ New York Open. All right, I guess I can't complain. That out on gold is good. Gold is rallying now. All right. All right, guys. I know there's been a lot of questions lately on prop firms and 50K accounts. So since the market's not moving much, for anybody new or looking at prop firms, I did a quick little cheat sheet on 50Ks. Let's bring that up. So these are the 50Ks with some of the popular, or I guess best value right now on 50K evals. Take Profit Trader is currently at 40% off, no activation fee, no daily loss limit, 50% consistency rule. They offer Rhythmic and Tradeify 5-day pass, and your current cost is at 102, but there's no activation fee. So that is the cost to get you into sim funded as well. Apex currently at 80% off. This one kind of changes, whereas Take Profit Trader is, I think, all year 40% off. Apex can be 90%. I'm currently waiting for the next 90% off sale, but currently 80%. They do have an activation fee. No daily loss limit, no consistency rule. They offer Rhythmic, Tradeify, and Wealth Charts. I've never even tried Wealth Charts, but Rhythmic and Tradeify, yes. You can pass that in 1 day. And 20 sim funded accounts for 20 PAs. Lucid Trading currently has a 40% off. John just pointed out, though, I'll share the flyer on that in a second with Lucid. Your first 2 accounts on Lucid do have 50% off with, I'll share the promo code on that in a second. No activation fee, no daily loss limit, 35% consistency rule, Rhythmic, Tradeify, Project X, 1-day pass, currently at $81 for the 50K. With no activation fee, it's actually probably one of the least expensive next to Trade Day. And I'll go over the promo right now on Lucid Trading. For your first 2 accounts, you do get 50% off. After that, it's all 40% off. Trade Day, 30% off, no activation fee, no daily loss limit, 30% consistency rule. Tradeivate Project X, sorry, with Lucid now has Rhythmic, Tradeivate, and Project X. Tradeivate Ninja was just added literally today, so Lucid now has Tradeivate. Trade Day, Tradeivate Project X, no Rhythmic, 5 days to pass. Bulenox, 91% off, activation fees do apply, just like Apex. No daily loss limit, no consistency rule, Rhythmic only, 1 day pass. So right now, with no activation fee, the cheapest one to get you into a sim-funded stage, Trade Day, 30% off, no activation fee, no daily loss limit, 30% consistency rule, Tradeivate Project X, 5 day pass, and $69. So I think Trade Day and Lucid, the cheapest of the bunch right now in terms of your cost to get sim funded with no activation fee. Take Profit Trader, 40%, probably the most flexible consistency rule right now, which is 50% on that consistency rule. So quick little cheat sheet. And of course, you can use promo code JCDT on all of these. It automatically updates to the most recent, promo. Go back to the house account. Kushal, 1 day pass and 35% consistency rule. The 35% consistency rule on Lucid. On which one was it? Maybe I made a mistake there. Hold on. Let's bring it up. UT. Oh, I think I added this by accident, the 1 day pass. In other words, they don't have a set minimum of days to pass. You just have to meet a 35% consistency rule. Good catch there, Vishal. I'll delete the 1 day pass there. Should be no minimum days. All right, let's go back to the house account. All right, so I guess Destiny worked in my favor here. I did exit here and gold started to rally. So sometimes things work out the way they should. All right. Jesse James, how many accounts does Lucid and Trade Day allow? 3 and 3. Honestly, I just made a quick cheat sheet, but we can look it up on the website real quick in a second. Patrick, can I suggest a funded cheat sheet? Yes, so that's next. Patrick, I'm going to create a sim-funded cheat sheet for sim-funded accounts and for straight-to-funded. So I'm going to start putting together these cheat sheets. I'm building the website where I'll have a dynamic table and you'll be able to take a look at this on the fly. You'll be able to go in and say, all right, I want to look at what is the best 50K option right now, intraday, end of day, no daily loss limit, and do your filtering that way. So that's coming. And I started with the 50K eval. Next one I'm going to build is the 50K sim funded after passing the eval with some quick stats on that. And the next one will be the 50K straight to funded and some of the talking points on each one. But I was surprised. Lucid and Trade Day, at least in this comparison, pretty much the cheapest of the bunch with no activation fee, right? We're so used to Apex and Bulenox being the cheapest to buy, but that gets you technically into a little gambling behavior there with trying to pass these evals, YOLOing. But your activation fee, right? If you add the $85 to activate Apex, that's $110 sim funded, and then add the activation on Bulenox, you're also around $100. So I think all in with no activation fee, Lucid and Trade Day offer right now good value depending on the consistency rule and whether you need Rhythmic. If you're just Tradeivate, both of them have Tradeivate and Project X. And competition is good. Traders win with competition. So you can use code JCDT. Tomorrow, I'll have the 50K sim funded. In other words, after you pass, what are the rules? What are the stats? And I'll have the sim funded, which lately, you guys know I cheated my way to a payout. I activated 7 sim funded accounts a couple weeks ago, got the payout last week. And I've been trading sim funded lately. I'll have that breakdown. So this is the 50K eval. Tomorrow I'll have 50K sim funded breakdown, and I'll have the 50K straight to funded as well. I keep forgetting my funded futures. I got to add my funded futures to this because you're right, that is a good one. But I'll keep bringing some of this info. I'm also building the website with a whole table that you guys will be literally able to go in, click on 50K, end of day, Tradeify, and it'll give you the pricing, all the stats on the fly. So stay tuned for that as well. All right, back to where's my account? All right, gold. I think I'm good. I'm letting this trade go. I covered here, accidentally added and ended up closing the whole thing. But I think in the long term that played out. And let's take a look at the chat account now. Chat account, a little lazy, but still alive. Still alive. Kushal, I'll have all that info tomorrow. I know for a fact that, what is it? Is it trade day that has end of day accounts and trailing accounts? So I'll separate all that good stuff for you guys tomorrow. Dennis, Bulenox activation is $148 on the 50Ks, correct? That's why at the end of the day, we love Apex, right? They're cheap, 37 bucks for the 50K at 80% off, and Bulenox at 91% off, that's 16 bucks. But when you take a look at the activation fee, that adds up well over 100 bucks. Whereas Lucid and Trade Day right now, 81 bucks with no activation fee. Trade Day, 69 bucks for the intraday account. They also have a static static account. That's a little more expensive. 69 bucks for the intraday with no activation fee. So at the end of the day, those two long-term have the best value. Next up is Take Profit Trader, no activation fee. And yes, the most flexible activation rule is 50%. Sorry, the most flexible consistency rule is 50%. And of course, you can use code JCDT on all of them. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll have the breakdown of sim-funded rules. Once you pass to the sim-funded stage, how do they all rank? And then I'll have the sim straight to funded, which I've lately cheated my way, like I said, to a payout with straight to funded accounts where you skip the eval phase. You don't have to trade through the test phase. You go right into sim funded. Those are called straight to funded or instant funded accounts. I'll have the breakdown on those as well. All right. Let's go back. Peter Chan, what's up, brother? PR77, what's up, brother? I think when we look at this, I was surprised actually with Lucid and Trade Day, even though I affiliate them. I think it's the no activation fee, right? Lucid at 40% off. And by the way, Lucid right now is 50% off for your first 2 accounts. No activation fee. And at $81, that means if you get to the sim funded stage, that's it. 81 bucks is your cost for a sim funded account. Trade Day, no activation fee, $69 for the intraday. That's it. 69 bucks to get to sim funded. We look at Apex and we look at Bulenox. Yes, they're cheap, but when you add the activation fee in the long term, that could cost you. Apex, of course, the allure to Apex is the leverage 20 sim funded accounts. But even throughout all this, I think the best value 50% consistency rule is huge with Take Profit Trader, 40% off, no activation fee. Very strong competitor. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. Competition is good. Traders win. Will Take Profit Trader have to either drop their price to compete with Lucid and Trade Day, or change this 5-day pass. So we'll see. Yes, Lucid, 50% off. Let me let me let you guys know what the code for Lucid is right now. Give me 1 second. Let me bring up Lucid's promo right now. Get your first 2 accounts at 50% off, and then you get 40% off with... all right, so the code for... Yes, there you go, Tyson Hall. Ninja50, 50% off of Lucid accounts right now. Let me give you guys the link. Hold on for a second. If you guys want to use the link for Lucid, here we go. Here's the Lucid link. And use code Ninja50 as Tyson and Chris have both commented on. You can get your 50% off of your first 2 accounts with Lucid right now. And again, I think if you look, I was surprised even when I did this today. If you look at the value with no activation fee on both, that's pretty significant. So use the link that I just put in the chat to get your 50% off. Use code Ninja50 for your first 2 accounts. And obviously with anybody else or Lucid afterwards, you can use code JCDT. All right, let's get back to trading. How's the house account doing? Here we go. All right, gold did not come to the 200 SMA or VWAP, bounced right back up, so I'm good with that exit. That was a nice little short from 93 to 88 or something like that. I think I'm done on that for now. House account in profit on gold. Let's take a look. House account? No, I don't think the house account got filled. Not yet. Oh, it is. Here we go. House account is... Right, that was a market order in. MGC, yes, sir. So the house account is in the green on gold thanks to right investments. And let's take a look at NQ. Out to go green on NQ as well. Thanks to Mr. Jesse James. And, all right, I'm looking like Steve R. It's so crazy how many props are there right now. Yeah, hey, the more props, the better. Traders win. WF Bulenox has a 40% consistency rule once you are funded. Yeah, I'm going to go over the consistency rules tomorrow for the sim funded stage. Today, it was just the evals. Tomorrow, I'll have all the rules for several props on sim funded stage, and I'll have the straight to funded breakdown. I love straight to funded. You get to cheat your way to a payout. If you can get, how many times have you gotten yourself to a payout? And then, I'm sorry, how many times have you got yourself to pass the account? You get to the sim funded stage and then you blow it within 2 or 3 days. Sim funded allows you to get to a payout without having to go through the test phase or eval phase. So I'll cover that tomorrow. There's some good ones that I like. Tradeify, Lucid Direct, Tick Tick. There's a couple, so I'll have that breakdown tomorrow as well. Very similar. I hope it's helpful. All right, here's the info on the 50% off your first 2 accounts for Lucid, and that's for any Lucid account. There you go. Peter Chan, long the house account at 61.5. I'm assuming you want NQ. We're currently in an NQ trade, so I'm going to have to do MNQ. Is that cool, Peter? House account is in a trade on NQ right now. All right, so you went along 3 contracts at 61. So let's go 3 contracts would be 30 micros. Jesse, no, I don't want to mess up your trade. I think let's keep them separate. Or you guys decide. If you guys want to add to it, then that's fine. The house account is all yours. All right, so Peter Chan wants to add. You guys decide. I don't make decisions on the house account. That's a good thing. I stay quiet. You guys decide. So here is let's take a look at NQ. Here's the house account. House account is long at 59. Peter Chan, but I believe how many points are you going for, Peter? What's your target? I know Peter's plays are very, very quick. All right, so you guys decide. Peter Chan wants to long at 61.5, and he's going for 4 points with 3 minis. You guys, I guess we're good with just that would delete. I mean, it's only 2 points. That wouldn't do much to Jesse's position. All right, so Peter Chan wants to go in with 3. You want to go in. Peter wants to do 61.5. So 3 at 61.5, and your close, Peter, is. I read it. Did I miss it somewhere? Peter is going for how many points? 4 points. All right. So 61.5, 65.5. All right. I think that's set up properly. What's your stop, Peter? I mean, I know it happens pretty quickly, but what's your stop? 8-point stop loss. So 53. 53.5, is that right? All right. 53, okay, so I'll move it down to 53 stop. There you go, sir. I think we're set up. Patrick, Lucid, max payout. Yep, I'll have all that info, like I said, tomorrow. Today was just the evals. Quick little snapshot on evals. And then tomorrow I'll have a breakdown of the rules on sim funded stage. And I'll have a separate one for the straight to funded. Little breakdown for you guys on straight to funded. All right, what's gold doing? Gold broke my heart today. Gold breaking my heart. All right, but it's pushing, so I'm leaving that one alone. I want to know about gold anymore. Even though I closed in the green, I don't want to know about gold. All right, NQ. Let's see what it's going to do. Ooh, but we have a little problem here. If I set your stop, here we go. Wait to get filled for Peter, and then I'll set your stop. I almost messed that up. Green, Trump, red. No one has TPT. Yeah, several of us have TPT. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. All right. We got stopped out on NQ on the long. I'm going to close that one. I'll leave Peter Chan's entry. All right, house account currently stopped out on that long. Let's see what happens at VWAP, which is what I'm waiting for. VWAP and that 40 next. Pivot point is at 30, so this could be a pullback to test the pivot point at 30. Jesse, you gave very minimal back, brother. Count is in the green thanks to you, brother. Win some, you lose some. And you move on. Green, Trump, red. Does your TPT dashboard updated yet? I haven't checked. But usually TPT is not a big deal. Whenever there's a delay, it's a couple hours. There you go. Jesse James, TPT hasn't updated today's trades yet. Chris Noof, long on gold. Let's take a look at gold real quick. Gold is going to the moon. I need to get my head off of gold and let it go. All right. So in hindsight, I guess closing here was fine. Gold bouncing right back up. 3 points. But at this point, I think I'm going to let gold go. I'll wait for NQ to see if it gives us that VWAP touch. Chris Noof got in 25 micros and added 25 more. Nice, brother. Green, Trump, red. Okay, they normally update. Yeah, brother. Sometimes, you know, every prop firm will have a glitch sometimes in their dashboard. But Take Profit Trader is probably one of the ones you don't need to worry about. They usually take care of things pretty quickly. Tyson Hall, dear Lord Chris, good luck. Balls of steel. All right, let's take a look at gold and what it's doing. Gold. Gold has been giving me money lately on the Asia session. Let me take a look at higher time frame on gold. They don't. Gold's in the middle, not filling. Unless we break above or break below this area, I'm leaving gold alone. I'm okay with the short that I took. But look at those 15-minute candles. Green, baby. Let's take a look at the 15. Green. All right, let's go back to the house account. How are we doing on the house account? Let's take a look at gold micros. We should be in the green there. House account is in a long at 89. Tyson Hall, gold drops 100 points for no reason. I did look at the charts. What was it? I think London open. London 2 days in a row with a brutal flush on gold. 2 nights in a row. Chris Noof, brother, have you lay your trade, brother? Don't let the force mess with you. Is what I would say. That's the one thing I got to remind myself when I'm trading. Stick to your trade. The chat will call out 50 trades. 25 of them in one direction, 25 of them in the other direction. Just do you do, brother. Your long's looking good. Ooh, GC ripping for you. Look at that. Look at that. All right, where's NQ? Ooh, NQ took off. You know, it's funny, Jesse. I think that's what, 2? No, it wasn't you. This one was a stop run. And the other day, I forgot who it was. I think okay, we're getting ready to get Peter Chansville. This was just unlucky. You had a stop hunt run, and then you got the push you were looking for. The other day, I think it happened to Zach. I forgot who it happened to. Same thing. Great idea. The trade ended up being very nice. Well, the idea ended up being very nice on the house account. But same thing, a stop hunt run, and unlucky with the stop hunt. Chris Noob, break even? Brother, that trade is looking solid right now on your long. Look at that. Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas, the man from the other side of the ocean, not speaking today, brother. I'm used to the commentary and the engagement question. I've been thinking about it since. But Nicholas, the learning lesson is it happens to anybody. Look at this. Nice little long, flushed out, and then the ripper. Literally, it played the same way. Aster Swell, how would you describe your strategy? I don't think I have one strategy. I use 1 hour and 4 hour levels along with pivot points. Pivot points are a big part of it. 20 and a 200 SMA along with VWAP. And I guess you can call me a reversal trader, although lately I've been trying to hop on with the trend. Nicholas! All right, brother. It happens, man. It happens to all of us. So just, don't beat yourself for it. We've all blown PAs. We've all blown multiple PAs. You blew one. I've blown multiple PAs in one shot. So let's keep pushing. Rafiki Media. Gold is pushing. Yes, sir. It's a learning curve indeed, my friend. Give yourself time. one account at a time, especially if you're just starting with futures. There's no need to copy trade 15, 20 accounts unless you've gotten yourself to a couple payouts. That's probably the advice I would give most people. If you struggle to get one payout with one account, opening 5 accounts is not going to make it any different. So stick to one account, prove some consistency, some payouts before you start adding 5, 6, 7 accounts. Chris New 477, nicely done, brother. Love it. Gold is pushing for you, Chris. Look at that. Yeah, I got to tell you, I've been playing gold the last couple of nights. I think it's now going into a week. And it's paid every night. Today's gold trade, I shorted that top. So I'm leaving it alone for now. But coming back, oh, it came back to that top. So I shorted that top, did a full circle. Let's take a look at my charts here. So I shorted up here. I think it was 3, covered. I was supposed to just close one here, and by accident end up adding, then close the whole thing because I got pissed. But in hindsight, that was the right thing to do. Cover here and right back up. So gold has been paying me here. All right, let's go back to the house account and let's take a look at. Oh, we're in position. Peter Chan's NQ long. And Peter, what was your stop? Shit. Peter, if you're still around, give me your stop quick. Got what you said. I think you said 53, right? Set it at 53 for now. I believe that's what you said. $53, cool. All right. So we're in a long now on NQ, targeting 4 points with 3 minis on the house account, courtesy of Peter Chan and his. Actually, we got to do it the right way. Peter Chan is the 5-minute Aikanashi. Peter is a Aikanashi candle trader. Chris New, sweating bullets, 500 drawdown, but ran up nicely. Nicely done, brother. Happy for you. All right, gold. That's it for a pullback on gold, and now ripping right back up. Chris Noof took 25 micros long. All right, let's go. DJNY, I was up to 35 micros to save the trade. Hey man, we've all DCA'd. We've all DCA'd. That's why I'm expanding beyond Apex a little more with accounts now, because sometimes you need to DCA, man, and Apex is tight on on the drawdown. It's not so much that you can't DCA, because you can DCA on Apex. It's the drawdown, that 30% drawdown on a PA keeps it tight. But I get it. I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I'd be a lying fool if I told you guys I don't DCA to save a trade. DJ NYC. No, Apex allows DCA. Apex allows DCA. The problem is you can't take 30% of your drawdown in a trade. So any trade on an Apex PA cannot take more than 30% of drawdown. DJNY, when did they deny you? Because as of this year, you can DCA with Apex. But the problem is, let's say you have a 50K account with Apex, right? And your drawdown is 3,000. You can only take 30% of that drawdown, which is $900 on any trade. Last week. That's weird. I've never heard of a denial for DCAing. Let's review Apex rules on DCA. As far as I know, it's allowed. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything to the rule that opens them to interpretation. All right, let's bring up Apex 3.0. Hold on for a second. Did they say anything else besides DCAing, NYC? Yeah, TPT is not going to have those type of denials for sure. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at Apex 3.0 on DCA. So DCA is allowed under this agreement with no restrictions on contract size for additional entries. There are no specific rules for determining entry points, timeframes, or distance from the original order. Traders must maintain risk to reward, though. I think that's what happened. You can't DCA more than 30% of your drawdown. Yeah, here's what it is. DCA is permitted as long as it does not violate any other consistency rule, specifically the 30% negative P&L. This is why I said, listen, I'd be a fool to say that I don't. Oh, we got it. I think we got the trade. Yep. Peter Chan with the winning trade, guys. Congrats, Peter. Peter, congrats, man. You got the winning trade there on the house account. Nicely done. Nice. I got to tell you, Peter with that little, and I call it little respectfully, not in any way, but every day this guy with that strategy, green, little base hits. I love it. Good stuff, Peter. And MGC, how's MGC doing? MGC's going to the moon, huh? Oh, look at that trade on MGC. MGC's up $240 already. Jesse brought it up with some green. Peter Chan just gave it some green. Nicely done, all three of you guys tonight. Killing it with the house account. Let me close your stop. And let's go back to gold now. Yeah, I've been, Peter has been sharing his strategy a couple times now with that 5-minute Aikanashi, and it's very impressive. 3-4 contracts, 4 points, walk out. Very nice. Chris Noof up 677, 676 tonight. Nicely done, brother. All right, gold continuing to rip up. DJ NYC, I think your issue was in DCA. Again, I don't know your accounts or your trading, but I don't think it was necessarily the DCA. It was more of that 30% per trade. So you can DCA, but if your DCA takes you 30% on a trade, using 30% of your total drawdown on a trade, they'll deny the payout. Julian, thanks, JC. Good info today. Hey, man. I try. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll have a more in-depth breakdown. Today was just the evals, right? I think 50K. Ooh, what happened? Gold taking a tank here. Oh, gold. The same area I shorted again. So if we take a look at gold, look at that spot where I shorted the first time. Rejecting again right here. Coulda, coulda, woulda. All right, let's go back to the house account. Yeah, DJ NYC. That's why I said, listen, I've DCA'd, but with Apex, I got to be careful because I got to make a decision. I either save the trade with the DCA, knowing that I got to close it. I have 150Ks, so I can't take more than $1,500 in drawdown on a trade. So if I'm going to DCA, I have to make a decision. Take more drawdown than what's allowed and know that I'm going to get denied, but save the PA. Sometimes you save the PA, but you know you're going to get denied. PR7 crazy gold is following NQ. Yeah, man, for the last week. PR77. Quick scalps, brother. I don't overstate my welcome unless I'm hanging with JC. Yeah, I've been caught overstaying sometimes. PR77, crazy gold is following NQ. Yeah. It's been doing that for the last, week or two? TPT, you won't have those issues, DJ NYC. You won't have the headaches. For sure. Oh man, I just realized my chat is set to the wrong setting. I may have missed a lot of people here. Yep. Tyson Hall, Cooper, Julian. Julian, have a good night, brother. Gotta be on that live chat, not top. Yep. Jesse James, read my mind. Just adjusted it. T Massive. NQ just got a mean smack. Yep. NQ and gold, I think, both tanking right now. Ooh, is this a FOMO short on gold here? Uh-oh. Gold just took 4 points to the downside there. All right, NQ flushing, gold flushing. 8:30 my time, so that's 11:30 Eastern. Did I miss something with news or something here? Almost tempted to FOMO short this gold. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I got some good profit. Leave it alone. All right, gold going for VWAP. Oh man, can't FOMO. Can't FOMO. Can't break my rules. All right, gold. Take a look at my charts here. Gold pushing. Gold took 4 points right to, well, same area covered here. Still not coming down to VWAP at 87. Oh, I missed it. See, I missed it talking, and I didn't take the long at VWAP. Thanks for letting me know there, Jesse. I completely missed it. I was looking at gold. Oh well. VWAP, yes sir. 42. He switched to, oh, that's because I was on, there we go. All right. There was the play. Chatting away here, and I let it go. Oh. Man, I can't believe I let that one go. Guess I got caught up looking at gold's flush here and completely forgot about that play. Well, you got some nice green there. All right, gold continuing to come down here. Oh, man, what to do with gold? What? Ibrahim Ismaili, I entered a long at 25.65 when it retraced, and it dipped instantly, bro. Oh, sorry to hear that. Gold is going to VWAP. Yeah, 87, 2 points away. Jesse, ooh, look at that long and VWAP. Jesse taking a revenge trade. Well, looks like that trade right there is going to pay out. All right, let's take a look at gold coming down to VWAP. What time is it? 2 hours? Ugh, do I really want to stay that long in another trade? 2 points away from VWAP on gold. What are we looking at here? NQ. Let's take a look at how our gold trade doing. Still in the green. Took a little pullback. Cody B, stay in the trade. Oh, man. Jesse James, I'm holding on for dear life to Donkey Kong on Mario Kart. No, did you take that much drawdown? I don't think so. Although this candle was 10 points. Gold. Let's see what gold does at 87. Although it's late, I can't put a married to it. That flush was a ripper, yeah. Not only that, it was continuation on that, right? 10 points. Continued, and then VWAP. Ouch. Gold is tempting me for a long, but so close to VWAP. 87. So VWAP, let's take a look at my charts here. VWAP is right down here. 87 for VWAP. 200 SMA right here. All right, let's wait. Let's be patient. Although it's to be married to a trade. Decisions. NQ uses the Nordic track stair stepper up and damn State Fair super slide down. All right, but you got your ripper. Look at that. You're alive. You're good. You're good, Jesse. Ibrahim Ismaili, do you only view 1 minute chart? No, I show the 1 minute chart here on the stream, but I'm actually taking a look at 5, 15, and 30. Show you this. Here's my 5, my 15, and a 30 for gold, NQ. And that's where I have pivot points, some levels, VWAP, all that good stuff. But for the stream, we use the 1 minute. Keep it entertaining. All right, Jesse, I think your long here is brewing, brother. All right, as much as I want to trade gold, let's take a look at big picture what gold is doing here. Didn't do VWAP on gold. Missed the entry on VWAP on it too. So I'm on a ball tonight. Adding when I'm trying to close a trade. Fire today. Jesse James, or this could be a lower high on the way down. Gotta manifest. Oh, by the way, AI was right last night, wasn't it? Didn't everything rally? AI was right. I came into New York, going to be very upfront. I thought we were going to take a big dip. And ended up being the most bullish day ever. With a government shutdown. Ibrahim, on another note, Tesla stocks are going crazy. Followed stocks. Ox, hey brother, what's up? You know, it's funny how when we're either in the green or flat, we'll close a winning trade pretty quickly. When we're in drawdown or trying to make up a loss, we'll hold trades forever. Ox had a long day, made a few bucks. Yeah, man. Looks like today was top on longs on NQ. Ox, that's the psychology. Yeah, usually when I'm holding more than I should because I'm trying to recover, drawdown, get to break even, something in my head. When I'm starting with, let's say, 0, or I'm already in the green, I'll cut that trade very quick. Pretty funny. Ibrahim Ismaili, do you use funded accounts or own capital? I'm trading prop firm accounts. Full transparency. Olu Sabola, you are so right. Yeah. I watch my videos, New York, because at night I don't trade much. I need more movements for my style of trading. But New York, I take a lot of trades. And when I watch the videos, I can tell when I'm holding on to a trade and I'm like, oh, you were in drawdown. You were trying to recover with one trade and you just held that for longer than you should have. But then if I'm in the green or if I'm just starting off in zeros and starting today, I'll close that first trade pretty quickly. Pretty funny. Jesse James. Okay, I'll kick off the meeting. Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm a tradeaholic. Everyone should read the best book. Everyone should read the book, Best Loser Wins. PR77, I am sure that if I would close any trade at the first sign something isn't right, the losses would be cut in half. All right. That's a good way of looking at it. Well, that's a good thing that you're doing PR, because most of the time, same thing. Just like we hold winning trades when you're in drawdown or trying to recover, the opposite works on losing trades. Because your mindset is trying to recover, or your mindset doesn't want to accept a loss, I'll hold a losing trade way longer than I should, way longer. John, we are innately wired to take profit. Yep, especially if you got, for the most part, I believe that traders have a winning mentality, right? Most of us, whatever we do in life, we've been successful at it. In whatever career field or whatever you do in life, you've been successful because we have those winning traits in our personality. So taking a loss, not part of our game. That's why we get married to a losing position. How many times have you been married to a losing position, added to it, and then when you close for a big loss, you look at it and you're like, I should have closed immediately after it broke whatever structure you were watching, and just played it the opposite direction, scalped it probably, and you would have walked out with a crazy win. But in our minds, we can't take that loss. We are innately wired to win. Like I said, most of us in this trading game, we're successful in our other world, whatever our careers are. Right? We've been successful or are successful people in general. So when you bring that to trading, that's great. That's a good quality to have, but you got to be able to pull a losing trade and cut it. And I still battle with that. I have days where I'm like on fire, just cutting losing trades. And, if I'm scalping, especially during New York Open, I reverse my mind, or I change my bias, and, I'll hop on the opposite direction or whatever, or just stop trading. Some days I'm just holding on to that loser. I'm making up levels in my charts. I'm like, well, that level looks like I made a mistake. It's going to come there. Let me add up there and DCA and make that problem even worse. The moment I'm trying to work on, the moment your trade breaks whatever structure you're looking at, if you're working on an ascending channel, if you're working on levels, whatever your strategy is, you gotta, or I have to work on just being very cutthroat. That trade did not work out. Yes, it might hit another level and come back and it'll be a killer trade, but the original mindset was not there. Just cut it. And that's what I've been working on, because losing trades, holding on to losing trades is what kills my P&L, or I think most people's P&L. I've gone 15, 20 straight days in a row with great profit. Then one day act like a knucklehead and take some serious drawdown. Not right. It's not good. The only way to combat that, or the only way to fix that, is you have to be very robotic on that stop, or whatever. If you're using, I use manual stops because of Tradesyncer or whatever. I have to mark it in, mark it out. But even if it's a manual stop, gotta close it. Period. Jesse James, by the way, all the setups we miss while holding that long ass trade, taking the loss and trading those setups would net positive. Yeah, I agree. Sure, everyone has seen that. You hold on to a losing trade way more than you should. You add to a losing trade, then you end up closing it in the red, and then you look at the chart. You're like, well, I should have closed it here, and I should have just switched bias instead of holding on to a loser. DYG, having a profit target for the day helps with over trading. Yeah, I don't think I have a profit target. I think I'm a chicken sometimes. In other words, if I have 500, 600 bucks in the green on New York Open, again, Asia, I traded, but it's not my main trading session. New York, I usually walk out. I don't have a problem walking out when I'm in the green. I have a problem walking out when I'm in the red. In the green, it seems like I'm okay. I'll close the day, close my screens, and go enjoy life for the rest of the day. And I don't come back, honestly, until Asia if I have to stream. But I'm pretty good. If I'm in the green, I close the trades. I don't look at charts for the rest of the day. I disconnect. My problem is when I'm in the red, refusing to take that losing day. John Bergen, I went full retard today. I will admit I knowingly took a large position after making a mistake earlier and then decided I needed to trade with my elbows to feel better. Yeah. I had a bad, was it Monday last week? I was 2 weeks in a row of green during New York and in general with my accounts. Got the payout, and then the Monday right afterwards, it took some serious drawdown. I think I closed the day for $1,600. I walked $1,600 into red. Not one trade, multiple trades, but that was silly. I even told myself on stream, okay, I'm just doing retarded trading right now. I need to close everything. I closed everything up live, and I was like, I'm done. That was tilt. EYG, I do that. As soon as I hit 1200, I'm done. Sometimes that final trade puts me up higher, but for the most part, I average around 1200. Yeah, Jesse James, you seem to have, or not seem, you have a pretty high P&L daily. It feels so liberating to put 8 minis and walk away. Knox, if you look for entries that the stop potential could be within 10 points, it's a good trade. If you take a trade that you know your stop will immediately be hit, that's a bad trade. Yep. $1,200 is a really good number to stop. Oh, Peter Chan. Yeah, Peter Chan talks about $1,200 loss. $1,200 loss is a really good number to stop. 2K is when the demons come. Yep. I think for the most part, I'm okay. I've gotten better walking out. Well, I walked out the other day with a $1,600 loss during New York, and I walked out. I was like, I caught myself just getting into emotional trading. That was not even trading at that point. That was more emotional. So I closed it, walked away, and came back in the afternoon. But I do agree, when you hit $2,000 loss, now we're talking about 150K accounts. When you start seeing $2,000 loss, your mind starts going crazy. In your mind, you're thinking, all right, I'm down 2K on a 150K. I either save it or blow it. That's, I think, what you mean by the demons, Peter. You start acting even sillier. So you took, let's say, a $1,500, $1,600 loss, and if you don't close it, that could become 2,000. There's something about 2,000 with a 150K. It's like, all right, I got to save it right now or blow it. And now you start acting like a fool and putting 5, 6 minis, 7 minis. And yeah, you could save it, but you're going to get rewarded for bad behavior. And because you get rewarded for bad behavior, you'll do it again. And then that one time you got 5 or 7 PAs that you're copy trading, and you'll blow them all. Because that strategy long-term will not ever be sustainable. Will you please stop analyzing my mental? Well, hey, listen, we all go through that. And I think it helps traders out there that go through these pitfalls. I've been there. I've done it live on stream. Just very recently, I think, I want to think it was last Monday when I took a $1,600 loss. $1,600 loss, but I was already $1,000 in the green coming in from the Asia session. So it wasn't one trade; it was multiple trades, and I caught myself like, "What are you doing? What are you doing here?" Close everything up, and I remember I was in 2 positions, one on gold and one on NQ, and I was like, "I can't do this, guys." $1,600. I saw the P&L on the chart. I was like, "I'm down $1,600 per account. I'm closing it all." And I literally closed everything. I didn't care at that point and walked out. You don't do that, you're going to blow accounts. PR77, got to go. Good night, all. TJNY, thinking of buying 6 minis. YOLO, baby, when I get funded on TPT. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Those TPT Pro accounts, treat them like gold, man. If there's one account, if there's one sim funded account that I hate when I blow, is the Take Profit Trader Pro accounts. Those TPT Pro accounts, if you babysit them, if you treat them well, man, they pay. John brings up a good point. That's a big part of why I live stream, is it keeps me from doing silly crap. Although there's been a couple of directional days that kill me, for the most part, it keeps me from doing silly stuff. That's one benefit I'll say about live streaming. Probably one of the main reasons I do it. It keeps me focused on not doing some stupid stuff. Every now and then it tilt triggers and it happens, but oh, I've gone on Tilt Live. I've also accepted if you're live streaming, you're going to have bad days. It's part of the game. Knox, prop firms have saved new traders so much money I don't think they will ever know, because I use live accounts, real money, no resets. Yeah. For a new trader getting into futures, unless you've traded options or stocks or have some experience trading something, I would not recommend any beginner trader with futures trading your own money. You don't have to nowadays. Use a prop firm. It costs you $100 to blow $3,000 on a prop firm. It costs you $3,000 to blow $3,000 on a live funded account. Cooper, see you tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta get out too. I gotta wake up and trade New York tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. All right, so let's take a look at the breakdown for tonight. House account is in the green with some trades, about $600 on the house account today. Where's the trade? Currently in the green on a gold long. We got some green thanks to Jesse and thanks to Peter. So house account doing well. I'm going to leave that trade on for the night. That's that. And on my side, only one short here on gold. Also in the green, and I'm calling it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Matt, is anyone else Take Profit Trader not updating? Yeah. I think somebody else mentioned it earlier. I haven't taken a look, but Jesse, I think, confirmed that the dashboards hasn't updated. All right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. Have a good one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Looks like a lot of you are in the green tonight, so nicely done. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning if you trade New York. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. If you haven't done so, and if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Christopher Zazek, DJ NYCEN, good night. Jesse James, good night. Peter Chan, good night. Nathan, John, Bergeron, Matt. I think I got everybody. Cooper already said good night, so good night, buddy. Ibrahim Ismaili. Sleepless. Rapid Reason. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. John, thank you. Thank you, everybody. At the end of the day, this stream would be nothing unless you guys tuned in and pitched in to all the house account traders. Let's take a look at that house account. That's the important one. Who cares about my P&L? The house account, which is you guys, Peter Chan, Jesse, and Right Investments. bring in that P&L. Oh, hold on. You bring in the P&L on the house account. Sorry, guys. For some reason, I think I closed it. All right, here we go. House account traders. Jesse James, Peter Chan, and Wright Investments bringing the house account up about $600. Currently still in a trade on gold, which I'll watch for the next hour while I watch Lioness. By the way, who recommended Lioness? Jesse James and Peter Chan? Man, I'm on season 2. I don't know how I didn't know about Lioness. What a show. The amount of money those guys spent on the military funding for that show is insane. You got Chinooks, you got Blackhawks, the firepower in that show. Anyways, let me shut up. I could go on and on. I'll watch an episode and watch this gold trade. If it starts getting some red, I'll close it. All right, guys, have a good night. I appreciate you. Edgar Leon, regards, California, Mexico. Jesse James, watch Landman next. All right, just as good. How do I not know about these shows? But anyways, Lioness, very, very impressed with that show. Good call. Excellent writer on that show. But all right, later, guys. Too much yapping. Good night.